discomfort here and there, but nothing that, you know, the doctor said wouldn't be there. And so, you know, I'm really happy to be in the position I am.
Going back to when it happened, what's going through your head? I mean, was that the same foot three times in a row?
Same foot 3 times. In my mind, I was like, you got to be kidding me. Like, this is... I felt like I was in the best shape of my life. The coaches saw it, everybody saw it, and you know, I just felt like I said, I did an interview, you know, earlier before we went to training camp, and saying how, you know, I just felt like this was going to be the year, and this is, you know, everything was going to just fall into place, and this happened, and so, you know, at this point, I still feel the same way. You know, I think that things happen for a reason, and I feel like it just kind of is just testing to see how strong I am, and I feel like my mindset now is just after every game, win, lose, draw, that not only are the Tar Heels a really good team, but that number 5 for the Tar Heels is probably the toughest receiver that they're ever going to play against, and so that's just my mindset.
In terms of the foot injury, I mean, is it a concern that it could happen again? Is this one of those fluky things?
Yeah, the doctor did say it's something that can happen over and over again. It's something that's common in receivers. It just so happens that I'm the one who's going through it. However, at that point, though, like he said, you know, I'm big in faith, and I feel like, you know, if it's meant to happen, it's meant to happen. You know, there's no need to hold back and try to prevent it. We've done everything we can to prevent it. So at this point, you know, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. It'll break, and if not, then it'll be all right.
Now, you put a screw in the previous time, correct? Did you have to do anything this time?
No. So the first time I had it, they put an initial screw in, and for whatever reason, it re-broke again. And so for the second time, they took a bone graft from my hip and put a longer screw in. And so because of the longer, more, I guess, durable screw that they had in, this time I was fortunate enough for it to not break all the way through. It only went, you know, partially to the screw, and the screw stayed solid. And so now it was just a thing for time to see how fast my bone could grow around it and re-solidify. And so being in the position I am, you know, like he said, it's something that I can play with discomfort now instead of something that's season-ending.
And this is something that can re-injure any time. It's not a matter of out of the game. It could be here at practice. It could be when you're just horsing around.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You know, it could be, you know, just bad luck. And so at the end of the day, like I said, it's one of those things where because it can happen at the drop of a dime, it's something you just don't need to worry about. Because, like I said, I've been in the best shape of my life, and it's happened. And I felt as strong as I've ever felt, and then I've also been at the lows and it's happened. So, you know, at this point, like I said, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, and if not, then, you know, then I guess I'll be on the field trying to do what I can.
Last Tuesday, you were finally back in full pads.
Right.
It looked like you had an extra skip in your step out there.
Yeah.
Just take us through the fact that you were back, and here we go again. Let's go at this again.
I kind of felt like a freshman all over again. You know, it's like, all right, TJ, so you've been gone for about 5 weeks or so. You know, you've been away from. They changed a few things. You know, but you just got to go out there and just have fun. And my thing was just, you know, each day get better and better. You know, don't rush anything. Be patient. You know, let them work you back in, because it's a long process and we have a long season ahead of us. So my biggest thing was I was happy. It was a blessing to be back out here with my teammates. You know, I'm tired of watching and doing the beach with Coach Lou. It's harder than practice. So, you know, to be back out there with the guys, it's just a great feeling.
A couple of the coaches and a lot of your teammates have said that one of the things that was encouraging was that you were such a great cheerleader while you were out. Not just during games, which some of us have seen, but throughout practice and off the field, and just encouraging the guys, especially some of the young guys like Mac, who took advantage of the opportunity of you being out by getting more reps, and he's made a lot of it work for him.
Yeah, and I've had help. You know, I have a girlfriend who's a cheerleader, and my sisters were all cheerleaders, so, you know, I got you know, a little experience in that department. But you know, my thing is the team already had enough things going wrong, you know, and I just wanted to, you know, not dwell on my injury, you know, but it's bigger than me, you know, and so I just wanted to make sure that I gave them anything I had that I could give them, you know, as a leader, as one of the older guys, just to make sure that I could give them whatever, whether that's smacking people on the head, jumping up and down, punching people, flipping, do whatever I had to do it, and so, and hopefully, you know, it helped them see, like, hey, if he has energy and he's jumping down on a broken foot, then we got to find a way to get it going. And so I think sometimes, you know, that point got across, and other times it was like, TJ, just shut up and leave me alone. But, yeah.
I have to ask you to elaborate on that cheerleading thing.
You know me, I'm pretty athletic, and, you know, I've heard cheerleaders are athletic. You know, guys are strong. You see how they do like 70 push-ups and stuff. And so I've always, you know, I've been around cheerleaders all my life. I'm in a house full of women. And so, you know, I can do like a toe touch here and there. You know, I can do a round off, but I'm not like over.
Care to demonstrate? You might want to get hurt if you do that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be. They'll ban me for practice.
You know, you see, I don't want to be exposed. You know what I mean? Because
I was only half kidding anyway.
Yeah. You know, maybe after the camera goes off.
That way, it won't be blamed on me for asking you to do it.
There it is.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem.
You expressed